Jiu-jitsu has definitely made me a better person. It gives me the advantage to look at other human beings, and I get the chance to understand them more. My name's Alan Phillips, and I'm 71 years old. I've been training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for 4 years, and I'm here 5-6 days every week. I wish I would have started, when I was a kid. Jiu-Jitsu definitely helped me with controlling my anger. I mean, I'm here, and it's like walking into a church or a temple of any type. It's almost a religion as far as I'm concerned. This is my home every morning. I get here between 8 and 8:30 sometimes. I bring my lunch here, I bring my breakfast and lunch here. And I get the carbs and the protein. I gotta have protein in my body before and after I train. I like looking at my moves, other people rolling, and I see my mistakes and things that I can create, and I take it to the mat, and probably 80% of the time isn't gonna work. But when I get that 20% that I can add to my art that I'm developing, I love it. It's so fulfilling. Jiu-jitsu has made me humble. I've competed over the last 4 years, and I've been humbled pretty good. This year I've had a couple medical problems, but I'm starting to train really hard. I want to compete before the end of the year, all things being equal. I've had several bouts with some bad skin cancer. 4 months ago, squamous cell carcinoma. I've had a bout with melanoma. And just recently, I just got 22 stitches right here. They just took something off there. So I've got the scars. I remind myself every day. Touch them, feel them. With skin cancer, once you feel there's a problem, you have a biopsy, you got a waiting period. You start thinking, what if this comes back and it's not in situ, that it's going into your blood system? And then you start thinking about your family and what you're going to do today. And so I've got it planned out. And my mornings are jiu-jitsu. The rest of the day's spending with my wife. It makes me realize that you got to do what you want to do every day and pick something that's going to make you happy. And jiu-jitsu here at Legacy makes me happy. I can sit here, and if I had surgery and I've been cut by a doctor and I got stitches, I can sit home and watch TV and go pop a beer or open a bottle of wine. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. It's too easy to do that. This is work. It's replaced work and an accomplishment in my life. It just opens your mind. Jiu-jitsu opens your mind. I got a nickname. One of the jiu-jitsu guys here gave me the name Savage, and I didn't know it for a while until people started calling me Savage. I got it because I ended up on a guy that was 20 years younger than me, 6 foot plus, and I'm 5'7.5". Ended up jumping on his back trying to choke him out. But the fight was done, and I went up into the bleachers where my wife and her girlfriend was, and this guy, he got up, he came over to me, he said, "Man," he said, "I saw you out there, and you really inspired me, man." He asked me how old I was, and he told me his son had passed away, and he had trained jiu-jitsu with him. And they were both, I think they said they were both blue belts, and they would train, weekly. But his son was dead. And he said, "You inspired me, I'm gonna start doing jiu-jitsu again." And I told him, I said, "You'll probably really love it because it'll be the closest you ever got to your son now." And we both kind of broke down and cried. Gave each other a hug. And I didn't even know this guy. But it's a brotherhood that you got going here. And I think people start caring about each other that I don't see in other martial arts.
You know, you think of jiu-jitsu as maybe fighting, beating somebody up, like people think of that, you know, but it's much more than just winning, losing. You know, it's like an amazing tool for optimizing yourself, being a better person, and embracing that makes you bigger than you are. Let's just get to it.
I think a lot of people, as they get older, get beat down from whatever. It's like a fight. If you get beat down enough, you're going to stop. I'm going to get up. I'm going to get up. I think I set myself to be an example, if that's the only thing I do in my life, to be an example that you just don't give up, no matter how hard things hit you. All my losses that I've had, it makes me stronger to know that I can still get back out there and hit the mat again and fight again. And if it turns out some of those were my last fights, at least I've done it, and I'll keep rolling. I'll keep rolling.